Kentucky roll call.
Here's a swing and a drive to deep left. Back goes Nixon. Looking up. Daly wins it. Daly wins it. Daly wins it.
With Walker and Peak.
Woodson from the gun. Play fake. Step it up. He's throwing deep down the near sideline. He's got Johnson. 20. Down. 5. Touchdown. Kentucky.
When Mitch called me and talked to me about being the head coach here at Kentucky, I understand the assignment. We are here to win banners.
Back outside. This is the point where he always hits it. Oh! Aaron Harrison beyond belief.
Welcome into Kentucky Roll Call for Wednesday, August 26, 2026. I'm Stephen Peak. Trevor Kelsey next door producing, and I knew it was Wednesday without even having to look in my calendar because I'm looking at Jacob Polachek's face right now.
In the boss seat.
In the big seat.
Yeah.
We traded spaces today. I was waiting for you to open the show.
I got distracted. I'm going to get distracted a lot during this show. If you've ever listened to me on this show, I do get distracted a lot.
Sometimes.
And I forgot my computer at home, which is a lot of fun.
You left your computer at home?
Well, technically Trevor
left your computer.
He forgot to remind me to bring it.
My bad.
Yeah.
Come on, Trevor.
We were talking, you know, how about saving the rainforest and philosophy, and we just got completely distracted. By the way, if you guys are going to switch chairs, you need to warn me.
No.
I just turned it on and I was like, when did Jacob?
Oh, hey, we're switching chairs.
When did
by
Pete
the way.
get red hair? I was like, what the bleep, man?
Trevor,
I used to have blonde hair when I was a kid.
Chairs.
Did you have seriously have blonde hair?
Yeah.
Jacob, would you ever dye your hair?
I'm going bald. I'm losing.
I didn't dye it.
I don't
It
have
was
much
just
time to make decisions on hair.
You should do the beach blonde. No, not the beach. The like the Slim Shady blonde. Cut your hair short and do that.
I dyed my hair red once for a girl. It didn't work out well.
Wait, hang on. To try to get the girl to like you, or she said you should dye your hair red.
She said, it'd be sexy if you dyed your hair like a dark auburn red, and I was like, you will touch me from the waist down, I will do it.
War Eagle.
I was like, she's like, you don't mind? I was like, you don't mind? So, yeah. By the way, neither worked out well.
Dang.
Oh, I'm just now seeing the SEC finalize their punishments.
I saw that. Yeah. That's interesting. Let's go. I think we should talk about that. I think it's good for a sports show. We're going to try to do a sports show today.
Or can we talk about hair?
Well, we're gonna talk about a little bit of everything.
All three of us are balding, by the way.
I'm in the boss seat, so I'm telling you what we're talking about.
Oh, yeah, Jacob, what do you want to start with?
Let's start with SEC talk.
Okay, all right. So,
I mean, the ACC's meeting, and this is an ACC show, but we can talk about
right. I mean, we'll get to the ACC. Of course we will.
Don't forget the Big Ten opened this up by being, hey, we're Big Ten, we're tough.
Who likes the Big Ten? I didn't even know the Big Ten was still a conference.
Are you referring to the Matt Norlander tweet, or is there something more official that's come out from the
I'm talking about
the
Norlander tweet from 30 minutes ago.
Here's the punishments that the SEC finalized this morning, I think. Yeah, earlier this morning. So a half-season suspension for head coaches.
Now, real quick, for those that don't know, this is if you accept a player.
Well, this is if you try to roster a player who previously signed a pro contract and or declared and didn't formally withdraw from the NFL, NBA, G League, or WNBA.
And obviously this is important because Kentucky's in the SEC, but more importantly, Kentucky's also looking at one of these guys.
More than
the running back that went to SMU that was with the Seahawks. He's been on Kentucky's list.
So would this apply to Mark Mitchell? Because he did not sign, right?
Well, okay, so that's why I brought you here, Jacob. You'll know.
I'm not a Kentucky reporter.
Not a Kentucky reporter, but just all right.
Let's talk. So Seth Trimble is the one guy that Louisville has signed.
Did he sign a contract?
So
Exhibit
his
10,
contract
anything?
was never executed. He was one of those guys that was.
So his was like Mark Mitchell. He never actually signed an exhibit.
Yes.
Is that right? Exhibit 10.
Yeah, it was never executed.
Wouldn't exhibit a rapper?
Yes.
And he's a guy that, unlike Mitchell, didn't need any additional court hearings to enter the portal. He just needs it to get eligible because he entered legally when the portal opened in the spring. So the biggest thing is he was covered under the Colorado injunction.
Okay.
That's now what's the word? Frozen. It's not completely shot down, but it's It's temporarily paused. I believe.
That argument isn't holding up as of right now. Is that
so? Basically, he had to get
that ruling?
He had to get into a state lawsuit, which he got into the same state lawsuit that Mark Mitchell is a part of.
Okay.
So he's trying to get a TRO, temporary restraining order, through that. And if they grant that, I don't see why he wouldn't be able to play, even if the ACC.
Trimble, get your own lawsuit.
The ACC is supposed to meet
jumping
soon.
on our stuff.
I think Rothstein reported that the ACC is supposed to meet soon to figure out their rules similar to the SEC, but Trimble never signed a pro contract. He did play summer league.
Okay, so he has a very similar to Mark Mitchell situation,
and it's probably even an easier situation than Mitchell because he entered the portal earlier. My thing is that how can you punish Mark Mitchell or any of these guys for not entering the portal when they didn't think they would have eligibility? So here's the thing. I know that, yes, I agree with you there, and I know that the Kentucky-Louisville rivalry, like, there are a lot of Kentucky fans that are like, I don't want to see Seth Trimble eligible. There are a lot of Louisville fans, I don't want to see Mark Mitchell eligible.
I'd rather them both be eligible.
I think both fan bases should be like,
they should both be eligible,
both guys, because they're such similar situations that if one guy's ineligible, there's a good chance the other guy's ineligible, and if one guy's eligible, there's a good chance the other guy is eligible. So if you're a Louisville fan, I wouldn't be rooting against Mark Mitchell getting eligibility, and if you're a Kentucky fan, I wouldn't be rooting against Trimble getting eligibility. If both guys are eligible, it fits both teams well.
Here are the punishments for trying to put one of those guys on your roster right now. Or, well, not one of those guys, but somebody who has signed a pro contract. Half-season suspension for head coaches. SEC voting privileges revoked on business matters for the school in violation of the rule, and a hefty fine. 50% of that sport's annual operating budget.
That's a lot of money.
Wow. And the last one, the league retains the right. Oh, just there's other punishments.
Basically, we could do anything else also.
Yeah.
Here's the one problem with all this.
Why are they fighting this so hard?
Here's the problem, because I had this with the Big Ten yesterday, because they came out with kind of the same rules yesterday, and so I assumed the SEC would follow, and I'm sure the ACC will follow very soon. Here's the issue, though, is you do this, and all you're going to do is get a player that's going to do another lawsuit, and the SEC can say, well, fine, but then the coaches are going to appeal, which they're going to win, and then any kind of money they take, they're going to go to court over, and they're going to win, and the conferences, much like the NCAA, is going to be left in the corner in a fetal position in the shower, just holding its knees and going, "Why? What have we gone wrong?" That's what's going to happen.
I just don't understand why they're fighting this.
Because they should, but they're not going to win.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
rip off the Band-Aid.
I've argued this ad nauseum at this point, but it's just they fall within the parameters of the rule.
Mm-hmm.
So let's let them play. This isn't a slippery slope. Let's go. And because everybody's just exhausted from this.
Well,
I don't even know all of these injunctions and stuff. That's not why I watch sports.
What do you feel about the LSU guy, RJ Luis? Is his situation different?
Run me through that.
Because he, I think his situation is a little bit different.
It's more complicated.
He played at least summer league.
Well, he didn't. I don't think he actually played.
Is he older than 23?
He will be 23 in November.
Yes. No, he is 23.
No, he's 23.
Now.
He'll be 24 in November.
Yeah. Okay, then I thought that. Did he enter high school as an 18-year-old? Enter high school. Sorry, enter college as an 18-year-old. Because that's what the 5-and-5 rule is.
So he got a temporary injunction in Louisiana.
Of all places.
And I think this would be his 5th year of college basketball.
That's not with any.
Well, he was with UMass and St. John's, where he won Big East Player of the Year 2 years ago.
But that's not with any injuries, red shirts, anything like that, sitting out a year?
So he started at UMass in 2022.
Okay. Okay, so he's a 2022 guy.
Now,
all right, then let him play.
Now, hold on.
I don't care. I don't care that
Jacob said, now he was on the G League, D League, whatever league for 2 seasons. He didn't play, yet he was traded. He was involved in an NBA trade.
He did sign in Exhibit 10.
Yes, and he was involved in an NBA trade.
The thing is that college basketball, college football, and really almost well, not every college sport, but a lot of the college sports now they're just minor leagues for the professional. Like college football is just AAA NFL, just AAA football. So I don't really care if they fall within that 5-5 rule. Then let's just go with that. And here's what would this be a problem in the future? A guy is a one and done, but he still has 4 years. Can he maintain his 4 years of eligibility? Like, does it matter anymore?
I think the second I think the way.
But why? Like, but what I'm saying is why? Like, why? These are just rules that somebody made up a long time ago. And why do we have to pretend like those rules need to matter in 2026?
Because I think there needs to be some sort of separation between the NBA and.
Well, there is. They play in different leagues.
Pete, we do a favor. Say that same line next time you get pulled over for like speeding or something. Like these are rules made 100 years ago, officer. Why should I abide by them now? I wasn't. They didn't confront me.
I am
these
very
laws.
like
the U.S. Constitution at this point is what, hundreds of years old?
No one.
It's been amended over and over and over.
No one came to me. No one knocked on Pete's door and was like, "Hey, what do you feel about this?" I didn't get a vote, so why should I abide by it?
I actually really like the 5-for-5 rules. I just think that there's going to be a tough transition period with lawsuits of people that are trying to fall under those. But I think when you get moving forward, once you get all these situations figured out, I think it's a good rule in place with the age limits, and you have 5 years to play 5 years, and you just
it's all going to be sorted out next year anyways. So like, Jacob, what is the NCAA and why are these conferences? What is the reason for fighting this so hard when we know it's going to work itself out literally next year? So
you have to make a stand.
Yeah.
For what reason? You're
think,
just making it more complicated. You're making it harder for the common fan to understand who is even on their roster.
I don't speak for the NCAA, so
not anymore.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
So, but in my head, the way it is if you don't push back on this and you just let all, and I don't know if I agree with this, but I think the reasoning is if you don't push back on it and you just say all 22s are eligible, then you're going to have prior classes trying to fight.
Is that so? They're thinking that they would cause the slippery stuff. But the 5-5 rule, the 21 guys don't fit in that.
What if they declared early a 17-year-old went to college early? Then he'd technically somehow fall under it.
No, I mean if they're older, because the 21 guys should be older than 23.
No, what if somebody was an early entry in that class and was only 17? He'd be a year younger than everybody, which would make him.
Well, if you come in at 17, you can't be older than 22.
I thought it was years removed from high school.
Yeah, no, it's it's the 5 years that you get.
If you get out of high school at 17, then you're more than 5 years removed from high school. So that therefore you still fall under that rule. I mean,
no, because it's 7. So if you enter at 17. The rule is if you get 5 years. If you enter at 18, you can't be older than 23 starting your last season. So if you enter at 17, you can't be older than 22.
Well, I'm with Jacob, and I like the 5-for-5 too. At least try to. The NCAA is attempting to show some structure. It's taken 5 years to start doing it, but
taken 30 years.
Well, I was going to the NIL, but you're not far off with that. I agree. I think Raleigh Fingers still had a full beard last time the NCAA had some control or something. Now it's just down to a mustache. But and you're right, Pete. Maybe it doesn't open a slippery slope. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it does. I mean, in the track records of NCAA history, usually it does. But maybe this doesn't. The point is, though, is that if you're in NCAA, you've got at some point, you've got to show some backbone, man. You've got if not, you're just going to be walked all over like a relationship.
But listen
like
to what the arguments are.
You're just desperate that they're being your friend and you're just doing anything for them. The NCAA's got to say, listen.
The NCAA could work with the players, work with people, and make it not. They've never been interested in that. They've always just stood there and been like, "We're the authority, and you guys are just lucky to be a part of this organization."
The NCAA is the parents, and the parents and the athletes and the schools. Those are the kids. The kids don't need more friends; they need a parent.
But if you have
a parent cannot give leeway. Listen. You tell me you go to bed at 9. Can I stay up to 10 tonight? Only tonight. Yeah, okay. Guess what? I'm up at 11:30 on Thursday night watching Rhonda and USA up all night. Okay, I know that you don't get that reference,
but they can do that and do it. I don't think 21 guys should be playing or 20 or 19. I'm saying literally this one class that has just been left out of all of the extra years that everyone around them has gotten. And somebody mentioned it here. Des Moines guy says neither Mitchell or Trimble declared for the NBA draft. And I think the way the SEC worded it was you had to, what was it? Remove your name from the draft, like formally do that, but there's no way for those seniors to actually do that, right?
Trimble,
Jacob?
I don't think ever. He may have officially.
Yeah, all these have declared officially.
But Trimble, I think, is a pretty unless guys who have played summer league. All out.
That's just a tryout.
Yeah, unless every guy who played summer league is out, I just don't see how you can enforce anything with, or just all these 22 athletes are out. Then I don't know how you can enforce Trimble not being.
One of the big issues with the NCAA with this rule, and it's not exactly the rule because again I do like the attempt at what they're doing and going for it, but they also with the rule that it is, and this is basketball and football, is that you're declaring, which there's always been a declared date anyway for both sports. Yet they came out with this rule after those declared dates had passed.
Yes,
like if you
that's the other thing too. They created this rule so late.
Now, to be fair, the NCAA shouldn't have concerned themselves maybe with that because these guys don't fall under their quote unquote criteria as 2022 guys. They're 2021 guys. So maybe that could be a reason why they weren't really concerned with coming out with this rule after this class had passed their date in terms of committing or at least declaring, because they shouldn't be under these rules anyway. Now they're just trying to sneak into the.
Well, it is weird because they should have known when they wrote this rule that these guys were going to fit the criteria of that rule. So why?
Well, no, they didn't because they're class of 21. They clearly said 22.
Oh, 21. Sorry, 22. Yeah. 22. My fault. Yes, 22.
They might fall into the right age, and they might fall into the right, in terms of circumstances of years played. But the NCAA, the rule was for not it's the class after theirs. Now, again, is that fair in timing? No, but guess what? You're going to learn this very soon, shortly after, and I have learned it many years ago. Life isn't always fair, guys.
No,
look at Jacob.
It's mean. No, yeah.
Thank you guys for having me.
I want 70% off my Cardinal.
Life is not fair, but we should strive for some type of equity when we can, right? Is equity the right word? Equality?
I'm going to do the rest of the show without
equity
headphones
is not the right
on
word
because I don't want to listen to Trevor anymore.
But Jacob is one sexy dude, man. Let me tell you.
Oh, he's saying really nice things about you, Jacob. If you want to put your headphones back on. No, he's out. He's done.
Take that
Wisconsin guy says in the Gameday Men's Health text line. Gameday Men's Health text line 502-414-1450. Get your thoughts in. Should Seth Trimble be allowed to play? Should Mark Mitchell be allowed to play? I think I could say yes for at least one of them. The Wisconsin guy says parent argument doesn't hold up, Trevor. The courts are the NCAA's parents.
That's the grandparents.
Yeah.
Let the kid do whatever he freaking wants.
That is true.
That's the grandparents. Like, yeah, you know what?
Let him play.
Stay up till 3 a.m. Who cares?
The only argument that I've heard as to who this hurts and why they fight it so hard is because, they're going to take opportunities away from the 18-year-old. Isn't that what 5-5 is doing anyways? Isn't that what's happening next year?
Taken away from who?
The incoming freshmen, because everybody Milan Momcilovic will get to come back to hopefully Kentucky. He'll get to come back to Kentucky after this season, after this upcoming season. So the freshmen they're recruiting now, one of the guys is a small forward, Ryan Hampton, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shooting guard, small forward.
Shooting guard, small forward. Yeah.
Okay. So
wing guy.
Momcilovic is going to be playing the 3, maybe a position that Hampton thought he might. So that's already happening. So that's a stupid argument in my opinion, that it's taking minutes away or taking
play. Since the COVID year, that's been
exactly, and that's the only argument that they have. So I don't understand why they're fighting so hard to try to prevent these guys from playing when honestly, more experienced players playing in college basketball, playing in college football, isn't it better for the sport?
It depends. I mean, not necessarily. Could be.
I mean, it makes it. There's better players, so therefore it's better to watch.
To me, it all comes down to the NCAA. You need some sort of enforcement. You need to cut the line. You need to cut it off somewhere.
They did.
But you also, as the NCAA, need to show that you can enforce rules that you put in place, and they're not all going to get shot down by the courts, which has not been the case.
There's also just limited spots. There's very few spots available, so it's not unless it's LSU, who's obviously banking on this.
No pun intended.
Yeah.
TJ Walker's in my head now.
Why? What happened?
He texted me. He said I've been swiveling too much.
Quit.
Do I need to get you one of these stationary chairs?
I like I like
the swivel.
He's watching. He's watching
on
our YouTube stream. The Big X YouTube stream is fueled by Thornton's. Power up with great coffee, fuel, and discounts at every stop. Use the Earnify app. I used it yesterday. Oh, by the way, the Thornton's pizza. No one told me about this.
Oh, are you kidding me?
To tell you.
You tried to tell me.
I tried
you tried to. You forgot to tell me, but you're going to.
Are you messing with me?
Yeah.
Are you screwing with me, Pete?
I found out about the pizza yesterday with the perfectly cupped pepperoni. Yes. Oh, dude, it was so good. I walked in and I smelled it, and I hadn't eaten, and so I was like, well, maybe I'll grab a piece of pizza, see what that's like.
Jacob, you messed with me. I've mentioned the pizza like 4 times in the last 5 days.
When I was in Milwaukee, my grandma told me I gained weight, so I can't go get the pizza from.
She did?
Yeah.
Really? That's mean, Grandma. Wonder what she said.
How much weight
me.
did you gain though?
I don't know. I'm getting a little pudgy.
Man,
how was that?
My phone is going off, and I apologize for that.
It's TJ. It's TJ's fault.
Is it TJ doing it?
Yeah,
no, it's the KSR group chat stuff. But the reason it's going off is I'll tell you why it's going off after the break.
Oh yeah.
Because I am furious with Apple this morning. I was so mad. This has happened to me before. This has happened to me before. You have a BlackBerry?
I didn't see he's paying attention. I don't.
I love the BlackBerry that I had.
You lied?
I mean, this is so annoying, but I have to do this now because there's a whole hidden part of this of the iPhone within the settings that I didn't know existed, and it burnt me today, this morning.
Hold that thought. We gotta go to break.
Yeah, let's go to break. TJ Walker is texting me right now.
He texted me too.
God,
He's texting everybody but the text line apparently.
He said I glossed over Trevor's major shot at Jacob. What did you say?
When I was thinking life isn't fair, and I said, look at Jacob.
Oh no, I heard that. Yeah. No, I think I said that. That was mean.
It's unacceptable.
Jacob took the headset off on that one. He was like, no.
No, I almost went.
Do you miss this? Do you miss this, Jacob? Just bing. Bing.
No, I decided to disconnect today, so I didn't bring my computer in because I wanted to get like a fresh disconnect.
TJ, Jacob knows I love him. I have a poster of Jacob.
TJ, don't talk to me. You delete my number.
Well, I'm going to tell you why.
I'll send you Jacob's number.
I'm going to tell you why I am so upset with Apple and why you're going to hear my phone going off for the remainder of the show. Wow. When we come back, you're listening to Kentucky Roll Call on Big X Sports Radio. Oh, Big X.
Won't you stay with me just a little longer? It always seems like you're leaving when I need you here just a little longer.
Swing into the action at Park Mammoth Golf Club, a breathtaking and challenging course just off I-65 in Park City, Kentucky. Stay in the know with the Park Mammoth Golf Club app. Get course updates, special offers, GPS, gift cards, and easy tee time bookings. After your round, unwind at the Mammoth Grill where delicious food meets stunning course views in our brand new clubhouse. Visit parkmammothgolfclub.com and experience the best in golf today.
Card Nation, your Louisville volleyball team is headed to Music City in September. Check out the team in the Broadway Block Party on September 6th. Your Cards look to take on Powerhouse, Texas in a matchup at Bridgestone Arena. Grab your tickets at gocards.com/VB Nashville today.
Check the back seat.
Come here.
Check the back seat.
Gets in your head, right? Good. Because every year, dozens of children are forgotten in the backseat of a car by a parent or caregiver. All never thought it could happen to them. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
T.A. Jenkins and T.A. Jenkins Company, LLC. Proud sponsor of high school basketball on the Big X. Call Terry Jenkins at 812-989-7381 for your residential and commercial construction needs. Design, build, or remodel. It's T.A. Jenkins Company, LLC, located in New Albany. Email Terry at tajenkins@tajenkinsco.com. That's G-I-N-K-I-N-S. T.A. Jenkins Company.
I'm Kathy Binkaman. Over the holiday, there was an attempted fraud attack. My personal banker, Mary Rose, and I networked together, and the first thing that I thought of was I have to text her. And it was just within the next few minutes, there was an entire team that came together collectively. And that's just not the type of service that you typically get from your bank.
That's Kathy's story. Now let's get to work on yours. Republic Bank. Time to thrive. Member FDIC.
At Valley View Golf Club, the game just keeps getting better. Over the last couple of seasons, Valley View has continued to add new improvements for members and guests. Enjoy the Tap-Ins dining room, now featuring 2 indoor golf simulators for year-round play. Every golf cart now includes a new GPS system to enhance your experience on the course. And to preserve the course's strategy and beauty, Valley View has planted over 120 trees in recent seasons. Valley View is also expanding its golf tournament program. Membership continues to grow, and a waiting list begins May 1st. So join today and experience everything happening at Valley View Golf Club. Looking for quality furniture and dependable moving services from people you can trust? Then visit Corvin's Furniture and Moving Company in Radcliffe, Kentucky. Family owned and operated for more than 50 years, Corvin has built a reputation for honesty, value, and personal service. Mrs. Corvin, now 94 years young, and Carl continue the tradition of taking care of customers every day. Conveniently located on 31W in Radcliffe, call 270-352-0601. Mention you heard this ad and save 10%. Corvin's Furniture and Moving Company, a name you can trust and a name you already know.
Make Louisville's longest-running pro sports team part of your summer. Come check out Louisville Bats Baseball at Louisville Slugger Field. Family-friendly entertainment at budget-friendly prices inside the best minor league ballpark in America. See the Cincinnati Reds of tomorrow up close and personal today. And the Bats promotional schedule has something for everyone. For a full look at the 2026 schedule and to plan your day at the ballpark, talk to a real person at 502-212-BATS or head to batsbaseball.com.
Spice up your office parties and home get-togethers with Salsarita's Fresh Mexican Grill. Enjoy real, fresh food, including their famous craveable queso and chips. Catering is available for delivery, setup, or pickup. Call now. Salsaritas.
Check the back seat. All right, come here. Check the back seat.
Gets in your head, right? Good. Because every year, dozens of children are forgotten in the backseat of a car by a parent or caregiver. All never thought it could happen to them. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
That's just the way it is. Some things will never change. That's just the way it is. Ah, but don't you believe that?
Welcome back to Kentucky Roll Call here on Big X Sports Radio. We're live in Louisville, Kentucky. Yeah, I'm Stephen Peak and Jacob Polachek walking back into the studio.
We were talking about dogs. He didn't believe we were on air, and he was showing me his doggy.
Trevor was trying to tell me we're back on the air.
I have some bad news for Kentucky fans and about their football coach. He is a liar.
Oh no!
I know.
You mean the winning isn't because of him?
No, Will Stein. No, he said there's no red in their building, and I'll hold this up for the camera so those watching on the Thornton's YouTube stream can see. There were a bunch of these in the film room.
Ooh.
I saw Monday. A lot of red pins. There was a red marker also.
Uh-oh.
He said there was no red in the building.
Will Stein.
Will, what the
Cardinal
hell?
for life.
It's Cardinal forever. It's L1C4. Did I told you about L1C4 yet?
Yes,
L1C4.
That was the coolest thing in the
L1.
for like
I'm
day.
gonna swivel for a lot. I don't care what TJ says. I have ADHD and I'm gonna swivel.
Louisville first and Cardinals forever.
Oh, come on. Yeah,
really cool.
Because Kentucky comes up with the coolest slogans.
We just don't come up with any.
No, actually, what about you ripped off Marshall with the We Are UK?
Yeah, I don't like that either.
It's not
farmers.
It's not
we are racers. We are racers. Was Murray State? And everybody made fun of it. Every professor was like, "What are we doing?"
My uncle does.
What is that even?
I mock him.
Once a racer, always a racer.
Don't forget you stole the checkerboard from Tennessee.
Hated that too. We finally got rid of that. Woo! Checkerboard era is over.
Or as TJ would say, it's Secretariat. I know you listen, TJ. I know you hated that. I don't care. How about that bazooka?
Nobody liked the checkerboards.
Yeah,
we even talked about this, not on the show, but we were. I don't know. It was one of the KSR things we were doing, and we said, "Will there ever be like a nostalgia for the checkerboards? Like, will there ever be like a vintage, like they did with the denim?"
I was going to say,
I don't think it's going to happen.
No one liked the denim. I know.
It was the one thing
being the old one here.
If they'd have won something,
I promise you, no one liked the them in
did
96.
they win anything in the checkerboards? Maybe with the little checkerboard they had in the basketball shorts back in the day, like it was like the front part of the shorts. Maybe with those they won something.
I can't remember.
But I don't know. Checkerboards weren't good to us, so glad to see those retired. So today, I was really upset with Apple.
You're mad with Apple, which, by the way, I got a little beef with their new update as well. It takes forever for the code to come up for me to unlock my phone.
Oh, that happened to me. Yeah, you got to reset the network settings.
Yeah, like it takes you got literally like 3
get
seconds to get for it, and then the code will pop up. I'm like, what the hell?
I almost broke a mirror today, but I didn't.
So out of like anger, or did you?
No, I almost knocked it over.
Oh, okay.
I did knock it over, but didn't.
I almost broke something, and it was I was just so frustrated by this because this has happened to me before, and I don't know. It's just this wasn't even that big of a deal. The thing I missed because my alarm didn't wake me up.
Why not? Did you hit snooze?
So what happens with my phone? For some reason, the alarm goes off. And if I touch the phone,
it'll shut it off.
It shuts it off.
I learned that too
Why does it do that? Why would it? Why would we want that?
I learned that lesson somewhat the hard way
no
too.
slide to turn off. No double clicking anything.
Nope.
Like hitting the correct button. No, you touch the screen. So apparently, my alarm went off this morning. I was supposed to go meet up with Jack Pilgrim and Big Blue Drew. We were going to do some more training for Media Madness, and I have a very busy day today. Actually, all this week. It's just insane the stuff that we got going on. And so this was going to be my one little part of like free time and fun that I was going to be able to have today. And I wake up and I was like, I'm barely awake. I asked my wife, hey, what time is it? Because it looked like the sun was coming up. And she said 7:22. And I just jumped up like, you got to be kidding me. And because of me, because I wasn't there, we couldn't run threes today like we usually do. And I felt bad about that. More importantly, though, I need like some time where I'm not working, and right now I'm just go from one work thing to the next until I go to bed. And so this was going to be like 90 minutes where I got to do something fun, and it ruined it. But it's not the first time that's happened. I've been late to things that I needed to be early to, and because of that feature on the phone.
Now that just started with the most recent iOS download.
Have you considered getting a physical alarm clock?
So I have the Alexa, but I can make that louder, but it's on Jacqueline's side of the bed. Yeah, I know. I can switch it to my side and it's fine, but I do it on my phone because I can easily set the alarms when I'm holding my phone at the end of the day. Here, boom, I'm downstairs, set the alarm. So every once in a while I'll tell the Alexa machine to set something for me, but
you got to get an old school. I was in Milwaukee visiting my grandparents.
Yeah,
this past weekend, and I saw their alarm clock. I'm like, you guys have had this alarm clock forever. How long have you been using that? 45 years.
Jacob, first of all,
it's worked for 45 years.
Go get
Jacob. You don't have to go to your grandparents. I have 2 of them at my house.
Go get one of those, Steven.
I have. It's a little box.
There's
got
also
the red
other
numbers on it.
There are other apps you can download. But for now, and
the phone's not working for you. You got to get an old school alarm clock.
Yeah, but then I need this to wake me up when because I'm at my house sleeping like I don't know 4/10 of the year, 40% of the time. I don't know, probably more than that.
Here's what
but then I need to have this when I'm in the hotels and I'm in Airbnbs.
Bring the physical one to the hotel.
Okay.
Pete, I had the same issue because I thought it was just me. Yes, now you touch the screen, it goes off, and I'm like you. What I do is I set my alarm at like 10 in the morning, and I get out of bed at like 11. So I'm spending the whole hour at 10 o'clock in the morning, kind of just preparing myself to get up by snoozing throughout.
That's worse. That's worse for you.
Well,
you wake up more tired.
Well, that's probably why I'm so grumpy with you every day.
Maybe.
So
maybe we can work on this.
Have you considered getting a dog? I just have a dog that wakes me up.
No, they sleep more than I do. So I had the same problem because one day I woke up and it was like 11:22 and I was like, crap, I'm late. I'm like, I'm running out of the house, yada yada. So what I've learned to do is I've tried to teach myself just hit the side when I want to snooze, and B, what I learned is I started setting like 8 alarms. So
I had 3 alarms set.
So
that's what makes me so furious.
So now it goes off at like 10, 10:20, 10:45, 11, 11:02, 11:08.
I had a 5:50, a 6, and a 6:07.
And you just tap the screen on all of them.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. There's no way I would have done that.
That's because all you got to do is touch the screen.
She handed me my phone because it went off, and she handed it to me, and that turned it off the first time.
You got to just set one alarm because then you know.
Now, did you have it on the table or was it on the bed with you?
It was like on her side of the bed for some reason.
Because it could have gone off, you could have like rolled over and just rolled onto it.
Then that may have happened with the other.
I've done that before.
That's a bug in this.
It's a horrible addiction.
I only set one alarm because I know that if I have multiple, I'm like, okay, there's more coming, and then I might forget that one alarm. I'm like, okay, this is my only chance.
I liked the thing that I saw an ad for something that it was like, this is an alarm that is on wheels and it will run away from you, and you have to go chase it down.
A Roomba on.
Yeah.
Go get a Roomba alarm clock.
Now, for me, as someone who has trouble waking up, now I think TJ was on board with this, but I don't think Rutherford thought it was a stupid idea. Some of you guys like it. I've always thought about an alarm clock that just attaches, like a car battery to your nipples, and when the alarm goes off, it's like, like you're up. Like there's no one snoozing 50 volts to the nipples.
Or what if
Jacob likes it.
I don't.
Or you have 8 minutes to get out of bed, or the bed explodes.
Trevor's waking up. Why am I so turned on this morning?
I'm gonna hire a sniper just to be out my window, and if I don't get up, he just takes one shot into my shoulder.
Well, then you're not getting up at all at that point. I mean, I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'm late to work. I got shot this morning.
I'm calling in. Listen, I know I don't call in a lot, but I'm calling in if I get take one to the shoulder. I'm sorry.
It's time to if I don't wake up by a certain time, a bunch of emails go out to my bosses of all the negative things I could possibly say.
I'd love to come talk about eligibility of this poor 19-year-old, but I have a shotgun bullet in my left shoulder.
Yeah, you could get some AI stuff ready to go for you to that could make.
How
you
is AI?
up.
I just need an alarm to go off. I don't know
AI an AI that says, "Hey, we're sending out an email to your boss saying you hate them."
There you go. Yeah, if you don't get up,
you know that's coming.
I actually do have one of those Jacob old school alarms. I use it for the radio. I have it's in my little den room, and when I want to listen to like
it is
sports radio, I just turn it on.
That was a theme of the office or a episode of The Office, by the way. We just
no spoilers.
No spoilers. I haven't watched. Have you not watched The Office, or Jacob?
No, I'm on episode 4. Still going one episode every 3 years.
Coach Ty is sending me. It's an app. Alarmy, a loud alarm clock. I mean, Big Blue Drew did tell me that he eventually had to just download it.
Is your problem that the alarm's not going off, you're not hearing it, or you're just stopping it?
I didn't hear it. I didn't hear it one time. And that's when I woke up at 7:22, and I was like, how did I not hear any of those? I know I set 3 and set.
I love how you're oversleeping at 7:22.
Well, I typically will get up when my wife gets up to go to work, so it's like, and then I kind of get out of bed by 8.
Does she set an alarm also?
Yeah, hers went off.
Oh, shit. I got to make a call.
I don't think you're allowed to say that on the radio.
He said shoot.
Oh, he did. Okay. I'm sorry. I didn't hear what he said. I
don't think he said
he's got to go answer. He's got to answer. He said, oh, spit.
Oh, yeah, that's what it was.
And then he's going to go outside and make a phone call. That's the cool thing about having Jacob on the show is for one, he can just leave whenever.
I'm surprised he just doesn't walk in here and start talking, knowing Jacob.
Yeah, he's not even on the phone.
No, he'd still be on the phone. He would just walk in here and just talking while he's on the phone.
I'm going to tell him next time, just answer the phone in the studio.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we want anything during on the air should be a privilege to all people. I agree.
Coach Ty says with that app, you have to shake the phone or you have to take a picture of something. If not, the alarm will keep going off. Yeah, there you go. I like something like that. There was one I saw where you have to solve a math problem. Because it wakes you up. Like, you have to do this or you're going to hear this loud.
Roll out of bed. I mean,
well, that's the problem. That's the problem. Is I can't get out of bed. I'm too tired.
I mean, I say I can't as if I'm the best example of this, and I'm not. I am a horrible at oversleeping. I'm not a morning person. This is like morning to me. This is 7 a.m. to me coming in here at like 11:30. And I still go to bed at like 2. It's like I get plenty of sleep. But I love my sleep. I need my beauty sleep. I clearly need more if you can't see me. But I can at least, if I have to get up, I'll get up. I mean, I don't understand it. I think you need the nipple alarm clock.
Maybe we'll get it. Help me get it installed. Jacob is back in the studio.
I know we can see that.
If you're watching on the Thornton's YouTube stream.
Oh, or if you're
Quality fuel, fresh food, and friendly services. I didn't know about their fresh food.
I told you about the pizza.
I know.
You just
I know.
do not listen.
Sometimes I'm trying to do like 3 jobs at once. All right. Did you guys see where
I'm the
Gary,
only
Indiana,
job
has
you
not
love.
had they haven't had electricity for like 2 weeks?
Sadly, I don't. Is it because Gary has the stereotype of being kind of like this, like kind of ghetto city? That doesn't surprise me. Almost / ghost town.
So, you mean like they don't get like the funding that they need?
Yeah,
because of that?
Gary's it's no respect. I mean, Glenn Robinson, Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson. I went to his childhood home on my way to Chicago.
For
a few
Louisville
years ago.
fans out there, Jerome Harmon from Gary, Indiana. But it's kind of got the reputation. I think it's a reputation of being like a former steel town gone.
Yes,
a dead steel town that's kind of a ghost town almost. Rough place to go and make sure.
So that's why they don't have they haven't had electricity
I guess
for 2 weeks.
As Clark would say, roll them up.
And Jacob's out again. Jacob, what's going on? No, you can go. I'm not going to hold you hostage. What's going on though?
No, who was that phone call from?
I know that I'm trying to get a story. So, but it's hard to get a story when you forget your computer at home.
Who's that phone call? I can type up for you.
It was someone who did not pick up the phone. So.
Wait a minute.
Oh, you made a phone call.
I made a phone call.
Wait a minute, hold on. They called you. How'd they not pick up the phone?
No, I got a text message. And then
Okay.
I called someone because of the text message.
Who's the text message from? You can't host. There's no secrets on this show. This is the.
I only have. I don't. I forget.
Make somebody up.
Yeah, you better make somebody up quick. Who's the text from?
It was from Ray Allen.
Was it Martin Van
from
Buren
Ray Allen.
It
again?
was Ray Allen,
Ray Allen.
former
Wow.
Milwaukee Buck.
I heard you've been consulting with him on He's Got Game Still.
He's been helping me
Sequel.
on my 3-point shot because
I hear that.
I'm trying to make the NBA. I didn't want to say this.
Okay.
I'm trying to make the
Cat's
NBA.
out of the bag now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Birds out of the nest.
Yeah. So, because of all these guys that are returning to college,
Yeah.
it's opened up a lot of NBA spots,
Oh,
and
okay.
I've decided. to take
Yeah, there you go. So Jacob's benefiting from the 2022 guys getting to play.
I thought he was going to go after like the Enes Kanter approach, but okay. Try to check out the WNBA.
All right. So I'll return to the Gary Indiana thing later because I saw a story that really freaked me out that Yahoo put out.
What did they say about it?
We'll talk
Let's
about it
press
later.
change.
But I can't do extra time again today. I got to go to the state fair.
because
okay.
I
I got
forgot my
hooked on
computer
KFC
at
last
home.
No, I have to do. I'm going to the state fair with Nick Roush for doing content.
That's actually good. So is this your first trip to the state fair this year?
Yes, it will be my first this year.
This year, do you go regularly? For work
I don't know. I've
or
been to
only
like 3 of
pleasure?
the last 4. Well, when Jacqueline used to work for Kentucky Farm Bureau, they were there every year. So.
Well, that's work related. You're not going there like.
Well, I am going there work related now. But,
Okay,
but with Nick, it'll be fun.
So when's the last time you went to the fair like on your own like decision to go to have fun?
I don't know, 22, 20,
I
23.
went last year, if that's all right.
Jacob,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
gonna
okay
ask
with
you.
me,
Don't worry.
yeah.
Jacob, so when's the last time? Are you going to the fair today, Jacob?
No, I went last year.
Did you go last year? What'd you do? What was your favorite ride?
The one that there was one I was next to this dude who did not. I think he was with his girlfriend or wife, and he did not want to be on that ride, and that was the funniest part because it was like you go up in the air and it like spins you around, and that guy was not having a fun time, and it made my whole.
Are you a big
day.
ride guy, Jacob? Like, are you?
My
are you
girlfriend loves them. I don't mind them.
You put up with them for her, maybe.
Yeah, I have fun. I have fun on them, but I wouldn't like consider my. I hated them growing up. Now I can tolerate them and I have fun on them.
Is there a limit, like say, like a roller coaster that does loops?
I used to not like the upside down, but now I can tolerate because I went to Bourbon and Beyond last year, and you could go to. I was with Steven. We went on the rides.
We did go. What ride?
We did the. Didn't we go on the roller coaster that went upside down?
No.
We didn't.
We did Bourbon. We didn't do that together, but I did rides. We rode some rides and.
So what about
Noah Khan was there? I can't remember who else.
What, like, is that included? Jacob,
Not on
like,
a roller
will you
coaster.
go on?
No,
stuff-
he wasn't on the roller coaster.
Like the one ride that always freaked me out at the fair. I don't know if it's at other places, but the one that like it just got the 2 chains hanging and like the little like baby seat, and you sit in there and it raises up, and you're flying like 70-something feet up in the air, like, and you're all being held in by like just 2 chains, these long chains. I'm thinking, I always thought to myself, like, as a large human being, like, there's no way I'm getting around the 3rd lap of this thing without being thrown and landing in southern Indiana or something like.
Some of those older rides hurt. Like,
not to mention, we're talking about rides that are put together by, like, no disrespect to the good people of the carnival business, but not exactly, engineers that are going to Purdue, and they're being put together at the
Engineers
lowest.
designed them, though, right?
Yeah, I
know
like
what
to
you mean.
hope so, but they're being made by the lowest dollar amount offered.
Jacob has to leave at 1 now.
Okay, that's fine.
What's going on? What do you got to go?
Who's calling you?
I need to be near my computer, and I forgot my
Are
computer.
you just having some withdrawals? Pete, will you put your computer up? You're giving him like this is like drinking in front of an like recovering alcoholic.
I have
Pete.
work to do, and
Oh, no.
I usually would
All
do
right,
that
well,
work
let's
while
get
I'm
some Jacob
here, so-
Polachek thoughts
Get
here
me-
real fast.
yeah.
Jacob, college
What?
football starts tomorrow.
Yes, we've already gone through our record prediction.
Murray
so-
State has a game. I think they play EIU. You excited for that one? The Racers get to
Is
take
Josh
the gridiron? I don't know.
I thought they played EIU.
Okay, let me just ask you this, because Youngstown State will play today. We'll get a better tomorrow. We'll get a better idea of what they look like. Like CBS, I think, predicted an upset.
CBS
in week 1.
Great company.
Yeah, they say CVS.
CBS and CVS.
Okay,
are both-
I'm
I'm
a fan of
yeah.
both.
CBS
What is in your opinion, as somebody who covers the rival, what looks like a win for Will Stein week? Is it just get a win?
You
Or
talking about
what
week
looks
one or
successful?
year 1.
Week 1. Youngstown State. We can now focus on individual games.
I mean,
we're close enough.
Get a win and have an exciting offense. I mean, obviously, win by multiple possessions. Don't make them sweat it out and have an exciting offense. I think if you do that, you're clear for the first week. Don't have it be a close game like where fans are sweating it to the last minute, and don't be a boring, lackluster offense. But if they look exciting and they win handily, there won't be anything to be upset about. If that's
Yeah. How many points do you need to see?
At least 3 touchdowns. Probably more than that, but yeah, like 25 points.
Okay.
Is there a spread for this yet?
Good question.
Got to be one somewhat similar. I'd say
I don't know though,
28
because
maybe.
they have a game. I mean, does that probably
not. It shouldn't matter in an FCS versus.
Sometimes they don't even do spreads for this. Let's see.
They usually do.
23.5.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
Now,
like I said, I mean,
that's
there's
low
people.
for an FC. Now, did you?
CBS is predicting Youngstown State to win the game.
Okay, that's my question. Is it 23.5 as a low spread for this type of game? Do you look at that as a knock on Kentucky or a compliment to Youngstown State?
I think it's a little bit of both.
Okay.
I think they're heavily.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Jacob Polachek.
Bye, Jacob. Thank you.
Get your laptop and come back here. I mean, I don't know how. It's probably a longer drive than that.
I'll see you tonight at dinner at home. It's the date.
Thank you. We'll see you next Wednesday. Jacob Polachek, everybody. It's always just a wild experience.
It's like dealing with the courts and the NCAA sometimes.
Yeah, it's you don't really know how it's going to go or what you're going to talk about. We stayed on topic with sports for almost the entire time, except for the iPhone thing. He seemed a little flustered. Is he okay? Is he in there with you right now?
It's all about the laptop. No, he was kind of panicking. He's like, "Should I go home and I'll miss the first segment?" And
He's the boss, though. Who's he worried about?
I don't know. But keeping Jacob kind of in a bubble and talking is like keeping 2 dogs in the bathtub. It's just really not an easy thing to do.
It's really tough. It's really tough. I wonder what's the longest you think Jacob stayed in the studio with us?
That might have been.
I don't think he's ever gotten through a segment.
No, he did the first segment today.
That's right. Well, we had him in the big chair. He was swiveling the whole time.
He was. I always curious, like, because I've seen him like he flips a switch and goes like. I've seen him on the phone. Like he's pro Jacob on the phone. Like it's kind of funny. Like when I first got into this business, and I still kind of do it. I don't know if you've noticed when I call people. Like I when I talk to somebody, I'm like, "Hey, what up, big pimp? What up, homie?" You know, I just kind of that way. And I'm even that way when I started in business and radio with guys like John Renshaw and Bichon Snow in the company that I worked for. And Renshaw used to make fun of me all the time because anytime I'd call a guest, like, "Hello, sir, this is just Trevor Kills," and he would just do like this. He was like, "You're flipping the pro switch. I want you to call a guest and be like, 'Yo, B, what up?'" You know, just say something like that. Which, if I get to know you well enough, I probably will.
Yeah.
But he would always just mock me.
Yeah.
And be like, "Are you calling me in the regular Trevor voice or the pro Trevor voice?" Or he'd call me Bacon more often than not, which was my nickname there. But That's how Jacob is, though. I've heard him on the phone. He was doing a interview with a coach, and he was like, "Yes, sir, coach. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir." I'm like,
that's not Jacob.
I was like, who the bleep is this guy?
Knows when to turn it on, turn it off.
Yeah.
270 number, a little Western Kentucky action says, you're like 37 years old. Just get the hell up, man. First of all, I'm not 37. Just don't add years just yet.
You're
36. 36. And I don't typically wake up at 5:55 in the morning. So my body is not just gonna wake up.
I can't.
Can anybody else do that? I know there are people who can literally just get they don't have to set an alarm. Their body just knows at this point you got to get up.
I do that, but I was like, so example. Now sometimes it's because I do get up 2 or 3 times to pee at night. You'll get there soon enough. But and occasionally I'll always because I'm like you with the light. Like my room, unfortunately, faces the east because the sun rises in the east, and so I'll kind of wake up and I'll look up and I can see the light coming in through my front shades, and I know it's sometime after. I can tell by the brightness of the light how early it is, and there's more often than not my alarm goes off at 10. I'll wake up to pee and I'll look at my clock and it's 9:58. I'm like, oh, I mean, should I stay up? Normal person say yes. Not me. I lay back down and do my hour.
Got to get that hour in.
But I'm
I'm
also lazy and kind of like that way. So.
I don't know that I'd ever been able to wake up.
Now, if I wake up and I look at the clock and I got to go, then I will jump right out of bed and get moving. But I'm also not like a guy who has to get up. Like my mom has to wake up 2 hours before if she has to leave to do something in the morning. So if she has to be somewhere at 9 or leave by 9, she'll get up at 7 a.m. I've never I'll wake up maybe 30 minutes before I have to leave, long enough just to maybe drink a little caffeine, maybe light up a cigarette. Maybe drop a deuce, and that's it.
I've been burned on that so many times, though, from doing everything has to work out perfectly for me now. Then you get caught in traffic, and now the whole thing's ruined.
Well, if there's a traffic issue, you got to take into consideration, which I'm lucky we don't have to do that with what time we come in because schools are already pretty much locked up. But are you when
Patrick says that the nibble alarms would work for peak, the sniper could miss and hit your head. Yeah, I didn't think about the sniper missing and hitting my head. I just wanted a little shot to the arm.
We could hit the wife too, which is even worse.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good. I wouldn't feel good about that. I think I'd almost be involved in a homicide then. I think that's how that would have worked.
I love how you said so nice. I'd feel bad about that.
Yeah, I feel pretty terrible about it.
You sound so broken up. That's a good way to get out of a homicide. Officer, he was supposed to hit me. Don't blame me.
Yeah, don't blame me for that.
And then the guy, you look at the shooter and you're like, why'd you have a guy with cross eyes then? I didn't know. I thought he was just being funny.
Just trying to wake up. Just trying to get up. I'm going to try it tomorrow.
Our Bowling Green Texas says they are shooting at the guys trying to fix electricity.
I saw that there was a shooting.
Is that real?
So, yes, I looked into. So there was a shooting nearby, and apparently, bullets were hitting their work truck.
So
they're like, maybe we don't need to. Maybe just get out of here and not worry about if this power gets restored.
So before knowing that, my stereotyping of the city of Gary may be true.
Yeah, it was right on the nose.
See, I'm not saying stereotypes are a good thing, ladies and gentlemen, but sometimes they're based in
Gary, Indiana used to be a really
well, it wasn't. It flourished back in the 50s and 60s, I think. It was by the time even Micah was coming up in the 70s. I think it was already a dying town. And
what was it? Just they just lost all their jobs. Manufacturing jobs left.
Everybody went and you just had nothing but unfortunately poverty and crime, and it's. I mean, listen, I'll be hands up. I've never been to Gary, Indiana, and I probably won't. But and maybe I'm just basing myself, and I've been wrong on this on 99% of the time, on the reputation through television and media. And there are two places that I've avoided on a regular basis because of that, and it's East St. Louis and Gary, Indiana.
Just because of is East St. Louis because of national influence?
A mix. It's also for the longest time it was voted one of the most dangerous parts, cities in America. It did have a bit. I've driven through St. Louis many a times, and even with friends we'll joke and be like, "We got your gas when we get to East St. Louis because we don't want to. We ain't stopping in East St. Louis," which by the way is technically in Illinois.
Man, you think about it, like going 2 weeks without that reminds me of the ice storm that we had back in what year it was, 09 or 08, whatever year it was.
We've had a few, yeah.
Yeah, that one was bad, and I know there were parts of like rural Kentucky that were without power for weeks as well.
Oh, I think the longest, I can't remember if that was what you're describing, but I remember I want to say I went like a week and a half one storm.
Ooh, Jacob said the reason he had to leave is because he thinks some Louisville news could break soon.
Well, he better give us.
And needed to be near a computer.
First of all, I didn't get that text. I'm a little pissed. Second, I hope he tells us.
We'll keep our head on a swivel during the break and see if anything comes out.
Speaking of text, the our 270 guy agrees with me. East St. Louis is a hellhole, he says.
I don't think I've been. He says regular St. Louis has a higher violent crime rate than Iraq and Syria. Is that true?
By population, possibly. And again, East St. Louis is just across the bridge, so. I mean,
Wait, so East St. Louis is what you first hit when you go?
East St. Louis is in Illinois. Yeah, it's technically in Illinois. So you
gotcha. That makes sense.
Yeah. So when you cross the bridge,
right, because it's on the east side.
But again, it's not in Missouri. It's across the river.
Gotcha.
It is ghetto-y looking when you're pulling.
Well, we were just there, for the NCAA tournament.
You'll drive past it. Yeah, you'll go past it.
Obviously, I didn't wander into East St. Louis, but everything else around it, I thought was safe. I mean, we did a lot of walking. I didn't feel like I was in danger or anything.
I mean, you want to be extra feel confident, just drive right past St. Louis and go into like St. Charles or something, which is like the suburbs right outside on the other side on the west. That's my philosophy on road trips on whether a place is too dangerous to stop is like if they have a Chick-fil-A, good chances. I'm pretty safe.
You're safe.
That is. Yeah,
I'll think about that.
I'm not a stereotype, but you don't see too many Chick-fil-A's in the dangerous parts of town.
That is interesting. Yeah, I didn't think about that.
So if we saw Chick-fil-A, we knew we were safe to stop.
All right, let's take a break. We come back. I got more to talk about, including some state fair stuff. I want to know Trevor's favorite things at the state fair.
The day that's over.
There you go. That might be it. All right, let's take a break. You're listening to Kentucky Roll Call on Big X Sports Radio.
That's just the way it is. Some things will never change. That's just the way it is.
This is Kentuckiana's only locally owned sports talk. The Big X, AM 1450 and 96.1 FM. WXVW Jeffersonville. W241CK Jeffersonville.
Hey there, New Albany. This is Mayor Jeff Gahan. It's another year here in our River City, and what better time to show your support for our high school's athletic programs. Whether it's basketball or football, track and field or soccer, swimming or tennis, our Bulldogs are giving it their all on the field and court. So let's rally behind them, New Albany. Come out to the games, cheer them on, and let's make some noise. Let's show everyone what it means to be a part of the best city in southern Indiana. Go Bulldogs.
If you've been hurt in a car accident or hurt on the job, there's only one law firm to call. Call my friend Tony at the Collier Law Firm at 502-736-8141. Tony will get you paid. This guy used to work for the insurance company, so he knows the other team's playbook. Tony's a diehard Cardinal fan. His family's from Portland and Shively, and he grew up in Fern Creek. With that combination, you know this man can fight and win. In an accident or hurt on the job, call Collier Law Firm. That's C-O-L-Y-E-R Law Firm. Call today.
Calling all young golfers. The PGA Junior League at Old Capitol Golf Club is the perfect way to learn the game, make new friends, and compete in a fun, team-based environment. Open to boys and girls of all skill levels, our PGA Junior League is coached by PGA professionals, helping kids build confidence on and off the course. Join the team and experience golf like never before. Sign up today at Old Capitol Golf Club and let's tee it up. Visit oldcapitalgolf.com to register now.
When design is key to your landscape project, give Walnut Ridge Landscape and Design a call at 812-288-6691. Walnut Ridge has more experience than any landscape company in the area. Remember, Walnut Ridge Landscape and Design. When design is key to your project and you want the most experienced landscaping company in the area. Give Walnut Ridge a call at 812-288-6691. Walnut Ridge Landscape and Design, when design is key.
Spice up your office parties and home get-togethers with Salsarita's Fresh Mexican Grill. Enjoy real, fresh food, including their famous craveable queso and chips. Catering is available for delivery, setup, or pickup. Call now. Salsaritas.
Check the back seat.
All right, come here.
Check the back seat.
Gets in your head, right? Good. Because every year, dozens of children are forgotten in the backseat of a car by a parent or caregiver. All never thought it could happen to them. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
The plumbers, pipe fitters, welders, and HVAC technicians of Local 502's commitment to excellence can be seen in our community every day. The KFC Yum Center, Ford Motor Company, and the Omni Hotel are just a few examples of their professional craftsmanship. Local 502 has been part of our community for over a century and invests over $1 million annually training skilled local workers. Members of Local 502 are your friends, neighbors, and children's coaches. For more information, go to lu502.com. Local 502, built on excellence, building a better tomorrow.
Honoring the men and women who have served our country, including those who returned home and those who gave their lives in service. Owen Funeral Homes provides funeral and cremation services with a commitment to care and respect for every family. Information is available at owenfuneralhome.com. At Owen Funeral Homes, it's our calling to help every family member be honored with sincere service, compassion, and respect.
This is Dugan Ryan. I would love the opportunity to talk with you about how we can help grow your business and have your business's brand associated with Big X Sports Radio. Give me a call today at 812-725-1457.
Overall, our quiet weather pattern continues. The only little fly in the ointment will be tonight, where we could get a few showers and storms that may pop on the radar, mainly in the overnight hours. And Indiana does feature a higher potential than anyone else, but still, all areas have an opportunity to get some rain. And hopefully we do, because the rain chance after tonight, very low over the next 10 days. The Wave Storm Tracking Team, I'm Brian Good.
Welcome back to Kentucky Roll Call.
I think we ain't doing yet. You personally, I think we ain't doing yet.
With Walker and Peak.
Welcome back to Kentucky Roll Call here on Big X Sports Radio.
You know, you can go back to the big chair now.
I can. I hopped over here because I'm also shooting a video for KSR.
Am I in the video?
No, I got my camera in the studio with me.
Why can't I be in the video?
And I'm shooting this video on something that I said on the show last week, I think it was. And we were just kind of just talking, and then a lot of the stuff that I'm doing with KSR and like a lot of the explains videos usually start with just us talking, people talking in the studio.
Can I help?
Yeah. Anytime we say something you think, oh, that could be an interesting video explainer kind of deal. So that's what I'm working on right now.
I need to understand the criteria of that. What do you mean explainer? Like,
so I like this one is about why we should care, or why do we? The question is, you remember this from last week. It starts with a new college sports season starts this week, and I have some bad news. Your team is not winning the national championship.
Oh, why you should? Okay,
why you should care, even though you know going into every season, it's very rare that you see your team win a championship.
Because hope springs eternal.
And it's just about having something to look forward to, having everything that comes with the games that we care about.
Why ask why? Dry but dry.
Socrates.
Was that? I was just talking about the commercial. Was it actually Socrates?
Huh? Socrates, wasn't his thing? Why wasn't that like? His thing?
I was thinking of the bear commercial.
No, I don't.
Why ask why? Well, speaking of, let's ask why. What happened to the great? Why don't we get funny commercials anymore like we used to back?
It's because they're just too nobody's taking risk anymore. Everything is so data driven. No one's trying to be. Here's what a commercial is now. It's just some celebrities that we might recognize, and them being happy and doing a cookout or doing. That's all it is. It's no one is trying to do anything original or do anything that could just. We lost the color in our world many years ago because instead of McDonald's being built to look like the fun place that we remember, they have to make it all corporate-y looking and just square gray boxes.
It does.
Like why? It is. That's everything. Like we've lost all the color and fun in the world, and I feel like it's going to get worse with AI. Is going to make it to where we're all doing the same things. Like everything is just going to look the same.
I guess I give credit to like the colognes and perfumes. They're the one commercials that haven't really changed. They're still very confusing and not understanding of what they're really trying to market. But, I do miss I guess there are some attempts at humor now. Like, we're still doing the, for like, we're going like 10 years now of the running joke of, well, this is easier than, and then some random, like, capturing bees in a car, like the Geico does.
Yeah.
They've been doing this, like.
Geico was good, right? I mean, they came up with a whole TV show idea based on one of their ads. I don't know if it was good. And
the show was horrible.
Like, so easy caveman can do it. They had the Geico Gecko. They had something else, too. What else did they have?
The Gecko's still around.
Yeah.
And like some of the insurance, I guess the insurance company's the only one going for humor because they were trying to distract you the fact that most of them are just going to bend you over backwards and treat you like a new fish. Because insurance companies are about as evil as they come, I promise you. And yeah, so I get they're trying to go for humor, I guess, in some like Liberty Bibberties and things like that, and progressive. Even though I wouldn't mind running Flo over with a car sometimes, but. Like, yeah, Geico's been doing
coming after Flo. Look out.
Well, I mean, the only progressive commercial I like, and I don't know why, because maybe it's just when I hear it, I'm just like baked or something, is like, at the dog park. It happens at the dog park. It's like, that's all the song is. It's just like, it's the commercial. One of the weird progressive actresses doing, at the dog park. But, like, Budweiser used to be good. Like, we were, like, you watch those, every time they do the Super Bowl commercials, Super Bowls come out, they'll do the greatest Super Bowl commercials, and every one of them is like the newest commercial you'll probably get, or at least legitimately worth being on this list, was like no newer than like 2003. I don't know. I don't maybe my humor is just, I don't think I'm still pretty sophomoric. Like we were talking about Budweiser commercials on Retro Show the other day, and I was making a reference to one of my favorite was, did you ever see the swear jar Bud Light commercial?
No.
Oh, it's so great where the guy walks up and he's like, what, in the office, and he's like, what's the jar? And she's like, what's a swear jar? And he goes, what's it go? 50 cents every time you swear. And he's like, what's it go to? And she's like, at the end of the week, we're going to need you to, I don't know, buy a case of Bud Light. And he's like, bleeping A. And he drops 50 cents in there. And like everybody's walking around just cursing on. Like the secretary's like, can we get a D bag on line 2? We got a D.
Did you remember
the guy looks at him and goes, can I borrow your pen? And he looks at him and just ignores. He goes, can I borrow your bleeping pen? And like, here you go.
I wish they could bring back the Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
That's a great one too.
Real Men of Genius.
We salute you, man, that shoots the t-shirt cannon with accuracy and skill. Without you, there'd be death in the upper deck. Real Men of Genius. I mean, those are great. Yeah. I don't know why it's the beer commercials that usually do control the humor. Sodas used to do it. I mean, we used to have some decent. Remember, was it Coke or
Sprite
Pepsi?
did something. Pepsi had like the most embarrassing one of all time.
I can't remember if it was Coke or Pepsi. It was a funny one where the kid, let's say it's a Coke commercial, and he buys like 3 Pepsi cans. Like, look, he's buying all his Pepsi, and he just does it, and he stacks them. He does it so he can stand up higher and push the Coke button.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I always thought that was kind of amusing. I think Doritos is attempted humor, but failed many times in the last decade. I mean, some go for jokes, but some of them are it's just not funny. I don't know.
Yeah, no, they're not. They don't. They're not funny, and they're too safe. They're too safe now. I'm not saying that all humor has to offend somebody. That's
no. You
but
shouldn't.
Like you can take a risk every once in a while, and make your stuff memorable. Like look, we're talking about the things we remember, and isn't that the whole kind of point of the?
Make me buy some. I can't remember the last time I saw an ad for something that
let's do
made
a creative
me
ad
buy.
for one of our sponsors. I'm sure they'll just love that.
Well, we just do one for the show.
Yeah. Did you see Kyle Singler's latest video?
I saw him trending, and did not.
I don't know if he swears in it. I was gonna say maybe we pull that up, but
would Kyle Singler swear in a video?
Kyle, dude, it's getting.
Oh, Singler. Okay, never mind. I'm thinking of.
Who do you think I'm talking about?
For some reason, my mind went to the Duke's coach.
Oh, no, this is the former Duke player.
Wow, he has the Robert Swift thing going on.
This is looking bad. And like people have said that there's family members and friends who have tried to reach out, but they said dealing with him is impossible. I mean, he says this video, if you've seen it, I don't know if it has captions turned on the way you're watching it.
But I can just look at the way he looks kind of loony.
He says some really weird stuff. He's like begging for help.
Well, you want money?
He said that people are trying to kill him.
Yeah, he obviously has He's probably bipolar.
He was going through something.
Or he's or not bipolar, but
I can't even live anymore. Can't even say, "Hey, how's it going?" without confrontation. I reach out to coach again. And everybody,
yeah. He's either got some mental issues or he's doing way too much coke.
He's talking. I think the
Probably
video
both.
was for like. Oh, he does drop an F-bomb in there, so we can't play.
No,
it.
I wasn't going to play it. I can just look at this guy. I'm not just, again, I don't mean to stereotype, but I can see him on the video and tell you there's no way I'm trusting to play audio blind from that look. Where's he been for a while? I mean,
I'm not sure.
I remember
he's out in Oklahoma right now.
Well, that's not a good place to be with that condition.
He said, "I'm stuck in my house and I can't leave. I feel imprisoned." Where are we at? Leaving people stranded. I've tried to share messages about where we're at and back home. I got people, my friends, family devastated and gone.
He hasn't played professionally since 2019.
Yeah, he's
38.
He is going through something.
Yeah,
if you watch the video, you'll see. I mean, he looks like a crazy person.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. It looks like he blames Coach Gabe or something. I'm sure.
He said he keeps reaching out to him.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of.
He's a national champion, right? Didn't he win the 2010 national championship? Am I wrong? Maybe I'm wrong.
Was he on that team?
Maybe he was. No, he might. No, I guess not. Maybe he.
Yeah,
was.
he was. 07-11.
Oh, okay. All right. There you go.
Yeah, he was on that team. Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah.
He said, he stopped playing in 2019. So I was like, oh, was he really? Okay. All right.
Yeah. Well, he played. He bounced in Europe. He had that run with the Pistons when he had like a good shooting year, from 12 to 15, and he played 1 year with. He played 3 years with the Thunder, and he was in Europe after that.
That is some scary stuff.
It's.
It's amazing what the mind can do. I mean, Seth Davis put this in a tweet. He said the brain is a powerful thing, and his brain is attacking itself.
And I don't know the story. For all we know, this dude's Swiss cheesed his brain from drugs. Maybe he's
sometimes this stuff just happens without drugs, or,
no,
or
right.
like people do. Their brain starts to break, and they go to drugs to try to fix it.
Self-medicate in a way, yeah. In some cases, I mean, people are just weird and just angry. And it could be him.
John Rothstein put out his top 10 a couple days ago. Did you see that? Yesterday. Did you see that?
No, I missed the Rothstein tweet.
Okay, top 10 from John Rothstein.
Top 10.
He's the guy who focuses on college basketball more than anybody. It doesn't matter what's going on. An asteroid could be hitting the Earth, and he's going to tell you about which players are entering the transfer portal. That's all he does is college basketball. He has his top 10. Florida, this is in order. Florida, Duke, Illinois, UConn, Michigan State, Arizona, Michigan, Virginia, Texas, and Tennessee. No Kentucky, no Louisville.
Well, Kentucky, again, you were a little farther down the line even before adding Mark Mitchell, so it's a high leap for you to get to the top 10. By most.
I think it was Evan Maya had Kentucky between the 4 and 9 range if they added Mark Mitchell, and then they did they added. I don't know. I mean, I'm still just not
because I'm assuming because
I'm fine. I actually found it surprising he didn't have Louisville in there.
That's what I was going to say, because with Louisville adding with no Trimble, I can get it because their Louisville's more. By most people, the average is like 14 to 18 without Trimble. Most top 25s, where Kentucky's more like around the 20 to 23, I think. And there's some exceptions. Don't get me wrong. I'm saying on average of what I've seen. But so with Louisville, but with Trimble, I would think if you've got him at 13 or 14 without Trimble, adding him would
maybe John Rothstein doesn't think Trimble should be allowed to play.
That's secure. It's possible. Maybe he does. Maybe he does. And he doesn't think it's enough to move him up 5 spots into the top 10 ahead of maybe a Tennessee or a Texas. Arizona. Not Arizona, but Michigan. I don't know if you saw they lost not once but twice, and badly, by the way. And one of them overseas they lost about 12 to Lithuania.
No, I didn't see this.
And then they lost the Lithuania B team by 6. So they went 0-2 over in Europe. Now, don't get me wrong. Lithuania is, I'm sure, a good team. I'm sure they're a lot better than the Bahama Raw Dogs that we played, or whoever it was that you played. I would be willing to bet. But still, would you rather? I mean, if you're Kentucky, you're a Kentucky fan. If you're, or in this case, a Michigan fan, I guess, which you don't care that much. Probably you're a Michigan fan, but if this is Kentucky, would you rather, beat a team like the Bahama Raw Dogs that you know that your walk-ons are 5 times better than by 60, which you basically did in your own way, or would you rather play the great competition
how we
and
looked
maybe lose?
against the and maybe lose, so you're not even guaranteeing loss?
Yeah, you lost. Say you lose by 6 to Lithuania.
I would like to. How did we play? What are they ranked in the FIBA rankings?
I think their Lithuania is usually pretty good.
I mean,
I don't know who all played.
They played their actual team.
They played Lithuania and they lost by 12 or 14, and then they played Lithuania B, which would I think that's self-explanatory. They lost to them by 6 or 8, I think.
Okay,
but they were getting smoked by the 8.
Well, the Murray State beat the reserves from France by 30.
The France B team or whatever.
Yeah, pretty good. Actually, pretty good players.
I don't know how much depth France has, but yeah, I mean that's still.
They're saying Murray State is going to be really, really good this year.
So if
they're spending money, I didn't know Murray, Kentucky had.
I didn't either. Do you know Michigan? If you're Michigan, would you be worried? I mean, you have reasons to be worried anyway.
They have a lot of reasons to be worried.
Yeah, before this even happened, you had reasons to be worried. I mean, you lose your coach 2 months ago.
But that changes the whole thing. I mean, it's kind of like
bouncing.
You remember, I mean, that team that Crackthorpe took over, and it's a totally different sport, but still, that team he took over was, I mean, they may have been flawed, but they were.
What, the one Crackthorpe took over?
Yeah.
The biggest issue when Crackthorpe took over wasn't as much the talent on the team, because you forget the team did go, I think, 7-6 or 6-6 and did make a bowl.
They didn't make a bowl. They went I think they won 6 games, but they didn't go to a bowl game.
I thought they did. Maybe you could be right.
I'm gonna look it up.
Because they beat Rutgers the last game of the season and came back and beat them.
Yeah, at home. Yeah,
almost got in a fight. Yeah, I was sitting in the Rutgers section.
I mean, the numbers that Braum was putting up was crazy. And he had lost 5 or 6 games.
Well, and the offense was loaded. He did inherit a great offense. The defense lost a lot, and I do mean 7 or 8 starters off the year before. The biggest issue with the Crackthorpe, the Petrino switch, wasn't as much the talent being transferred back from one to the other.
They did not play a bowl, by the way.
Okay, you're right. I just remember them winning the 6th game that year, I guess. But it was the fact that you're talking about, I mean, you can't have 2 different coaches and more different than Petrino, who was, was disciplined, made sure, you ran laps, you get bust doing something, you're in trouble, yada, yada.
Yeah.
And here comes Crackthorpe that's kind of like, Petrino's the NCAA, and Crackthorpe is the judges coming in going, you know what? You go ahead.
Yeah. I had some buddies who played on the team that were like, he did not discipline anyone.
And you had players just kind of running amok. To this day, we still don't know where George Stripling is.
For some
he just
reason,
disappeared.
For some reason, though, Trevor, that works at some schools. The coaches are like, just do whatever. We're going to win on Saturday. We're going to practice hard, but whatever else you do. If they didn't care about grades or anything,
no,
they said that he was kind of corny. I talked to some of the guys who played there.
Player coaches.
And they said that, he gave this speech before. They don't remember which game it was. Or I don't remember which game it was. But he said they gave this speech, and at the end, he just, his voice cracked, and he was like, threw his L up and went, go Cards! And they were like, oh, God. This lost,
sounds like Peter Brady when the Liberty hits.
Yeah, just lost respect for him immediately. And they said that, who was his name? Came in.
Charlie Strong.
Charlie Strong. Thank you. Just couldn't think of his last name. Trying to stall as much as I can until it popped in my head. But when you try to do that on live radio, you just get more nervous that you just can't remember it and you're gonna look stupid.
Yeah, I don't know if you notice, I pause a lot when I talk.
I eventually have to just surrender and ask you who it is. Sorry. Anyway, Charlie Strong. They said when he came in that he was he got guys into his office and were like, all right, you're not winning football games and you're not passing classes. So what the blank are you doing? And immediately everyone was like, okay, we got to get our act together. This is crazy. He's going to kick everybody off the team.
You can be a player coach. I think Mac Brown was kind of a notorious
good example
of a player's coach. I mean, you can be successful doing it. You just got to recruit the right guys. Unfortunately, you can't be a player coach inheriting a team that was built on non-player coaches. It's just like I said, what's the rule when the Amish send you out at 21, Respor or whatever it's called? It begins with an R.
Rasputin. No,
it's not Rasputin. If you're in the Amish community, when someone turns 21, or maybe it's 18, I think it's 21, they go out into leave the Amish community and go into the, quote unquote real world.
Rumspringa,
thank you. Yes.
16.
Is it 16? Wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And they're sent out, and the point is they're sent out to just experience the world it is, electricity, knives, forks, things like that the Amish don't use, and see if they want to come back. That's kind of like, what happened when Crackthorpe took over. It was like these kids were all sent on Russ Springer, and it's like the Jerry Springer show, Russ Springer, and none of them came back. Again, I kid, George Stripling never was found again. I mean, the guy, to this day, no one knows where the dude is. I've asked. So, yeah, these are kids. That's kind of, you've been disciplined. You've been told, you're a trendy guy. You got to wear a tie. And finally, this teacher comes in and goes, you know what, guys? You want to wear gym shorts and a Waylon Watts t-shirt to class? Go right ahead. And here comes Steven. Well, you're going to do it, right? That's what these kids did, and it just kind of ran amok.
Hey, we have some breaking news on a Wednesday.
We got more breaking news. Yesterday was a big breaking news.
We're waiting on, Dolly Parton and all. We're waiting on Tim Curry, right?
I love Tim Curry.
These things come in threes. Who's going to be the third one?
Well, it was Hayden.
Oh, right. I forgot.
You guys.
Yeah. Remember, how could I forget?
Yeah, it went Hayden, Dolly, and then now Curry. I guess I'm hoping that's at least, I'm hoping. Let's assume that is the third, and we're good for at least another month or two.
The breaking news, though, and we're waiting on Jacob's breaking news. The reason he had to skedaddle out of here so early.
Actually, he texted me he said a poop.
Oh, that's all it was?
He
could have done that here.
He said he was turtling. He couldn't do it. No, he can't go in public.
Oh, he's one of those. No, yeah. I want to know what it is. What happened? Yeah. So this is the breaking news we have right now from Yahoo. ESPN is removing the bottom line ticker on college football games.
What?
They're removing the ticker that shows the scores.
Like, what?
They want a cleaner broadcast. I guess they're saying
that means they're going to have to fire a lot of announcers.
I have noticed myself, though, not pay a ton of attention to the ticker as much because you have all the games on your phone.
Yeah, but
with the scores. But there still have been times where I'm like, I gave up on a game, and then I see, oh wait, what? It's 38-31 with 5 minutes left. Oh, well, let me turn that on then. But also, they might think of it as they're it pulls viewers away from the game that you have on.
Well, yeah, but no, put the ticker back on. What are you going to do? Take the scoreboard off the game during it, and we're back to 1996 again? Or you don't know the score until you wait
to keep you on
the timeout or whatever. I mean, you put the ticker. Seriously, of all the dumb things you're going to do or take away, this is what you've gone with. I mean, this. No. The only thing I hate about the only time I've hated a ticker is when I watch so Friday the Eagles or Saturday the Eagles had an exhibition game and I had a fantasy draft, so yes, I'm this geek. I recorded the Eagles exhibition game to watch the next day.
Nice.
And yes, I am a geek. I don't want to know. Even a preseason game, I don't want to know the result. I don't want to know.
It matters so much.
Because I can't watch the game if I know the final. Even win or lose, I can't do it. I'm just that weird. So I want to go back and watch. So I'm watching it, and I think it was in the second quarter at some point. And, NFL Network has a ticker as well. And as I'm watching it, because the game wasn't live, I had to record it at like 1 a.m. or something.
So then you got the score.
So the score comes across the damn ticker. And I'm like, what the bleep, man? Like, I'm watching the game here, people. Like, you could have at least removed the score of the game I'm watching.
It takes an extreme amount of effort to do what you were trying to do nowadays.
I'm very good at it, though.
I've been able to pull it off a couple of times in the last 10 years, but I just figure I might as well just watch it in pieces.
I once went on a road trip.
I'm going to find out anyway.
Louisville played a basketball game. It was like a Thursday night, and I was on a road trip, and we weren't stopping till like Friday afternoon. I stayed off my phone and everything until and watched the game like on the ESPN app without knowing the result because I have no. If you tell me don't go on, I can't go on Twitter because of score. Facebook I'm usually safe because that's usually just that's politics and here's my kid, it's first day of school, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
There's really nothing sports related on there, so all you gotta do is say don't go on Twitter for like 24 hours. I really have no problem with that. None at all. I don't get as many, but I'm not as popular as you.
I did not stay up and watch the end of the Cubs game yesterday because I thought I was going to get up early and go to this basketball thing, but then my alarm failed me.
Yeah, you could have stayed up and just watched the game. They were playing West Coast or something?
They were playing the Arizona Diamondbacks. And so when I went to sleep, or when I finally put the phone away, the Cubs were winning 4-0, and it was like the 7th inning. So I assumed, they're going to win, and I don't need to, like, stay up to see how it concludes. There was a pitching change or something. I was like, all right, that's enough baseball for the day. Got up this morning, saw that former Kentucky Wildcat Ryan Walschmidt walked the Cubs off.
Walked them off bad or walked them off good?
Hit a home run to beat the Cubs in the bottom of the ninth.
Oh, them damn Diamondbacks.
Yep. So that was
sneaky
another way, just like the morning got off to a bad start. It's like, okay. So Jacobs Brewers are now, what are they now? 6.5?
I don't know if you noticed, the Blue Jays are making a little sneak towards
the
wild card. I think they lost. We dropped 2 out of 3 against the Yankees, which is never a good thing. But we've got like some very important series with Kansas City and the Indians coming up here now.
Cubs are 5.5
who are
back,
battling us with that wild
and
card.
your Blue Jays are just 3 games back, but it is a bottleneck.
We're
there.
back to 3?
Yeah.
Ooh, we were only half a game. That's not good.
So the Rangers are 1 game back. Baltimore's 2.5. Seattle, Minnesota, Toronto are all 3 games back.
There's not that many games left. I mean, there's more in the last month of the season.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. Yep. I have a take that baseball should figure out how to wrap up their season no later than September. I mean, like, the World Series should be being played in September.
Well, the World Series should be in October. That's the whole
No, I'm
point
sorry.
of its
I'm
reputation.
sorry. I know I love Boys of October. I love the cool October air and playoff baseball. I love it.
But the extended playoffs ruin that.
But it does. But also, just like there is nothing going on in August. If you could figure out how to get your playoffs to happen in August, you have my attention.
Well, summer is the season is in the summer. The postseason is the fall.
I understand. But again, these were the stuff we made up a long time ago, and then now we need to look at it because football and NFL and college football and NFL are just so big now. And then when you get to October, Trevor, I got Kentucky basketball starting up. I got Murray State basketball starting. Okay, I'll give you one college team. I got my college basketball team. I got the NBA, the NHL, college football, and NFL, and Premier League. Well, baseball, like, gets lost in that. And, like, unless you have a team that you're following, like, I followed the World Series last year because, I'm pulling against the Dodgers. That's why it's good that you have an enemy. That's why it's good that the Dodgers are doing what they're doing, because we can all hate them and hate watch them. But like, I once the Cubs were out, I didn't really care that much about it. There's other things going on. By that point, like by the game 7, Kentucky was at Auburn, and it was all but decided that Mark Stoops was going to lose his job. That's how deep we were into college football. And baseball wasn't done yet. So, like, you think about all of the views that and the eyeballs they lost because they were competing. Their game 7 was competing with all of the college football games going on.
Listen, I wish baseball would somehow still end in October, and I wouldn't end it any sooner. But the things you're complaining about, to me, that's like first world problem complaints. Like I beg to be able to wake up and go, I've got 5 games I can watch today. Like, I can get home and I can watch. For example, Thanksgiving week is going to be a extremely fun week for me, not just because I love Thanksgiving and I love watching planes, trains, and automobiles, but, like, for example, on Thanksgiving Day, if the Cards win on their first round game in Vegas, I'm going to have the great problem of having Louisville playing St. John's at the exact same time the Eagles are playing the Cowboys on Thanksgiving Day. And not to mention what other games could be going on in the weekend. This is why God gave us DVR, at least gave for me. And 2, I love it. I'd rather be overflowed like a Muslim in heaven with 72 virgins or whatever they get than be, in the middle of summer trying to get excited over, and I do mean that metaphor properly, get excited over watching TBT. Or watching watching.
Love some TBT. They should do TBT in August then,
or whatever else sport. I mean, right now it's like we do a pick'em on Rutherford show every day. Like, you should hear the sadness. It's like finding the hot girl at the strip club at 2 p.m. It's like there's nothing to pick from. It's like I think yesterday we went with like a random like Texas and Marquette women's volleyball match. Like that's where we're at.
August is the worst month for sports, and it's not. There's nothing.
Now, if you're a baseball guy,
but it's still it's the perfect month for it to suck for a lot of people because by August you kind of know your team's not doing. Like if they're not doing it, they're not doing it.
Yeah,
like, you know by then. And then the teams that we know, like it's kind of been decided in a lot of ways. Like for some teams, like they're going to make the playoffs. Like even the Dodgers are not worried. They're not watching the games like, oh man, we gotta hold on to this slim 9.5 game lead. You know, like they're making the playoffs. It's boring. It's boring now. It's over. Like
even for me, like this isn't last year. The Blue Jays make the playoffs. I would love to see it, but I'm really not confident they're going to get past anything beyond whatever.
Baseball playoffs are weird though, and you can't like.
Yeah, but
it's the hardest. I think like for the best team to win, it's the hardest playoffs outside of the NCAA tournament. And like, there's obviously good like pennant races going on right now, or not pennant, but you know, there division races going on right now. But but it's also just like you have a whole other month left of the season to wrap everything up, and August just gives you nothing. There's like no like July, I guess like you get even if it's not the World Cup, there's the CONCACAF thing. There's something. There's a trophy being handed to somebody.
Let me ask you this, because Rutherford's
June NBA.
I know we got to go to break.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
I want you to think about this for a second. I do want to get your answer on the other side. I know we say that and we don't do it sometimes, but I do want to get it. So Rutherford's a big Reds fan, right? You're a big Cubs fan. I'm a Blue Jay fan. Like, I asked this to Mike the other day, and I'm curious what your thought is. Like, what is the absolutely, like, worst team to be a diehard fan of in Major League Baseball? Think about it. I don't want an answer yet. I want to go to break. Because I want you to think about it. When we come back, I want you to tell me. So to contemplate what would be the most miserable life, like your fanhood is being stuck in a pit with Buffalo Bob throwing lotion down. You put it on the skin, or else it gets the hose again. That's the world of being this fan.
Okay, all right. I think I have the answer for you. I'll give it to you when we get back from our final break. You're listening to Kentucky Roll Call on Big X Sports Radio.
How good was Silence of the Lambs, by the way?
Forget about me.
Indiana Fever basketball.
Cunningham tosses it in to Hines Allen to Caitlin for the tie. Yes!
Catch the Fever.
Caitlin near the logo, launches a three, buries it.
The Indiana Fever.
CC eyes the rim, dribbles left, shoots over area fed. It's good!
Follow the Indiana Fever all season long.
I gotta have more fever.
On the Big X Sports Radio.
Defining a new era in men's health, Gameday Men's Health delivers real results. No shortcuts. From testosterone replacement, weight loss, to peptides, vitamins, and sexual performance therapy, they will have you covered. From their in-house lab that gives you answers in just 15 minutes in our clinic that is designed for men who value speed, privacy, and most importantly, results. Visit GamedayMensHealth.com. Real men, real science, real change. Visit GamedayMensHealth.com.
Options. When it comes to insurance, that's exactly what you deserve. I'm Chad Hennessy with InsureMax, and I've been proudly serving the Louisville area for over 25 years. As an independent agent, we work with auto owners insurance to find coverage that fits you, not the other way around. InsureMax delivers strength, service, and peace of mind through partners like Auto Owners Insurance. More choices, more options. Call me, Chad Hennessy, at 502-479-4085.
At the IHSA, we can't say enough about the important role that high school coaches play in education-based athletics.
That's because coaches don't just teach the fundamentals and skills of a sport.
They're educators and mentors who help develop student-athletes into well-rounded human beings. They're role models who teach invaluable qualities like integrity, grit, and teamwork.
They inspire confidence and help impart critical life lessons.
They push players to be the best version of themselves. I'm Commissioner Paul Neidig. On behalf of myself and our assistant commissioners, we want to say thank you to every Hoosier coach who prioritizes growing student athletes over winning at all costs.
Thank you for always setting a positive example for your student athletes.
For being the leader that every young person needs in their life. For representing the entire school community with character and class.
High school sports in Indiana wouldn't be the same without coaches like you who care.
Fans, support the coaches at your school by buying a ticket to your high school's next athletic event.
Louder Than Life, North America's loudest rock and metal festival returns to Louisville this September with My Chemical Romance, Iron Maiden, Tool, Limp Bizkit, plus Pantera, Pierce the Veil, Gojira, Papa Roach, and more. Nearly 200 bands across 7 stages. Louder Than Life at the Kentucky Expo Center, September 17th through 20th. Passes are on sale now at louderthanlifefestival.com.
The plumbers, pipe fitters, welders, and HVAC technicians of Local 502's commitment to excellence can be seen in our community every day. The KFC Yum Center, Ford Motor Company, and the Omni Hotel are just a few examples of their professional craftsmanship. Local 502 has been part of our community for over a century and invests over $1 million annually training skilled local workers. Members of Local 502 are your friends, neighbors, and children's coaches. For more information, go to lu502.com. Local 502, built on excellence, building a better tomorrow.
City Barbecue is located at 9429 Viking Center Drive, Hurstbourne Lane in Louisville. If you're looking for award-winning barbecue, we are the place. City Barbecue, in business since 1999. We have various smoked meat sandwiches, homemade sides, fresh salads and desserts, and family packs. Eat in, pick up, delivery, and catering. We have you covered. City Barbecue is known for our authentic slow-cooked barbecue with a southern flair. 502-996-8003. We will satisfy your cravings and keep you coming back.
Down a dead end road, what's a hurry, son? Where you gonna go? We're gonna holler at the moon, shoot out the light. It's a small town Saturday night.
Welcome back, Kentucky Roll Call here on Big X Sports Radio.
I like how, by the way, we can see you. As soon as the music plays, I turn the cameras on in there. And
that's funny.
I look up. There's no one no one there because you're kind of off camera a little bit where you were doing your thing, and I was like, did he just go to the kitchen? Is he in the bed? Like, what are you doing? Like, I got 3 cameras on on the YouTube stream here. Of course, the YouTube stream brought to us by our friends at Thornton's. Don't forget to check out the Thornton's. Get that Earnify app. Save every day, including 5 cents at the gas station on gas. Purchases and receive 250 points just for signing up. And I go in there, and it's like, I was like, did he go to Thornton's? I mean,
I'm going to.
I got 3 empty chairs.
I am going to go to Thornton's after this.
You didn't even get to listen to my Hal Ketchum coming back.
I heard it. That's how I knew to jump back onto the mic. So I'm shooting a video in the middle of these breaks. So,
all right. Well, speaking of breaks, we went to break, and I asked you in baseball only now. Like we can look at the other sports if you like as well.
We got a couple answers in the Gameday Men's Health text line.
In Major League Baseball, what is the worst franchise to be a fan? Like, miserable. You're miserable your entire life.
Okay, so I actually had this answer 16 years ago, or however long it's been.
Okay.
I think it's the Pittsburgh Pirates.
It's a very good one.
I think if you were born when I was born, like if I grew up a Pirates fan, and I'm just one of the first baseball pennants that I ever was given was for some reason a Pittsburgh Pirates pennant. So I could have been.
I actually don't hate the Pirates because
they give all their good players away.
Well,
when I was growing up, it was like, oh, thank you for Aramis Ramirez. Thank you for this pitching staff.
You're an era behind me. I grew up, when I was in my early youth of early 9s, 10-year-olds, like they had Bonilla, Van Slyke, and Bonds, and were very good. Now, obviously, never made the World Series, despite Sid Bream was out.
That's right. He was there. They did have like a couple years of playoffs, I think, in the 2010s.
And then they had the Andrew Hutchinson and Sterling Marte. They had that tandem team that made the playoffs like 3 or 4 years in a row, maybe 3, but they were never really competitive. Yeah, I mean that's with the expanded playoffs. It's easier to say, well, they did make the playoffs, But I mean, in older days, they would have been.
They've never been one of the best teams.
No, not since the 70s.
When's the last time they won the division? I didn't even look that up.
Well, probably Bonds and them won. They had to when they win the division to make the playoffs in the 90s.
Yeah, or they didn't have a wild card back
now,
then.
to be fair, they didn't have wild card till 99, and 98, 99, give or take. By the way, I looked this up. I feel like an idiot. Person was the 86 draft, the 4th pick. I was thinking he was 87. He was 86, so I was off on that one. You know, I'm off a year.
Every once in a while.
That's why you piggyback me on trivia.
Okay, that's right. They were in the East.
Yeah.
So their last division title.
92, probably.
Their last division title was 1992. Good call.
The lost Sid Bream was out.
They haven't won the pennant since 1979. They have not since they've moved to the Central. They've never won the Central.
Yeah, they did the We Are Family in the 70s and won the World Series. And they won a World Series in '54 as well. Let's not forget Bobby Thompson shot.
Right, shot around the world. Well,
so there is success there.
Was that 1960?
The =54. I'm almost positive on it.
Look it up. Look it up because I think it might have been 1960. At any rate, yeah, they. When I was in Pittsburgh for the Jack Golke tournament experience, which was a lot of fun, I did the stadium was beautiful. I'd like to go see a game there, and it's like, how is it?
It was actually 51.
It was 51.
Yeah, I thought it was 54 for some reason.
51. What did they go by then?
The only reason I thought
why does that not show up on in their Wikipedia page?
I thought it was the early 50s just because it was the Brooklyn Dodgers they beat, and Brooklyn moved in
But wait, what was their team name?
That was Bobby Thompson was the Giants.
Giants. Yeah. Okay. All right.
My bad. I'm even brain farting on that. But I mean, I had the We Are Family part right. Why did I think the Pirates were Bobby Thompson?
Did the Pirates ever have like a big home run World Series big moment like that?
I mean, I'm sure Stargell hit one or two at some point. I mean, Dave Parker maybe. Yeah. I mean, like I said, the '70s team they won a World Series. So if you don't look, I mean, I like Pittsburgh. I do. I mean, let me
can I read the other ones? Patrick Murphy says I think it'd be the Baltimore Orioles.
Orioles haven't been really relevant since the last World Series was '83.
Yeah, you at least got to experience Cal Ripken through the 90s.
Yeah,
but who cares? He played in the most game hero.
He ended up playing minor league baseball, I think.
No way, that's wild.
Joey Meyer, I think it's Jimmy Meyer.
That's wild. This one guy says Cleveland, the Guardians, they changed their name and now can't even be as cool as they were as the Indians. Plus, they blew a 3-1 series lead to the Cubs.
Yeah.
So they have a long World Series drought. I think, 54, something like that?
They do. The only thing with the Indians I give them benefit is as a fan, you have Major League the movie.
You do have Major League, yeah.
You also have,
but Bob Uecker was the guy is the Milwaukee
Brewers,
guy.
Yeah, I know. But also after they opened Jacobs Park or wherever it was in 94, I mean, they went to a couple World Series. They had, since the 90s, they've been relevant in.
Yeah, they were in the 97 World Series, right?
So let me.
So if you win the pennant, then that's pretty good.
Let me ask you this, okay? What about a team like, for example, Seattle, who have been around since '77?
Yeah.
Now I know you had Griffey, and I know you had the fun.
Did they ever win a playoff series?
They have, but they've never been to the World Series.
They had the best record in baseball. What was that, 99?
That was like 01. It was after the Griffey trade, actually.
And it was after the Griffey trade?
Yeah, because it was Mike Cameron.
Wow, okay. All right. So I was thinking they had A-Rod, and they had Randy Johnson.
And they got to Game 7 last year in
Martinez.
the ALCS until George Springer sent them home. Yeah, baby.
They also got swept that year in the division series, didn't they?
Which year?
The 01. They won 100-something games.
That was Ichiro and them, yeah.
Ichiro was on that team?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's a brutal one to be part of.
That team made the playoffs, and then they went like 25 years straight without making the playoffs. 24 years, something like that, without making.
Oh, there you go. Coach Ty says, Peaky said these deaths comes in threes. Here you go. American Gladiators star Debbie Storm Clark, dead at 61.
Okay, I don't know who that is.
Well, I said it was the girl from Remember the Titans.
She's a little bigger. No offense to the.
And she's in Nashville too.
Who played the Gladiator? She's the one that played, I guess, the love interest of her brother. Is that who that is? Maybe. That's the only woman in Gladiator I can think of.
Oh, I don't know.
There's only like that, or the wife of Russell Crowe you see for 3 seconds.
He'll text us. He'll let us know.
Slaughtered. I'm trying to get
Bill Mazeroski. That's the home run for the Pirates.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Thank you. You know my brain fart. Cubs are eliminated because of the World Series in 16. The Padres have never won a World Series. They have only been to one.
They went to one in the early 2000s.
Well, no, they went to two. They went
and the Yankees.
They went to 84 and 98.
98, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lost
98 and
Tony Gwynn.
98 team had no business being there. The Braves were the best team in baseball.
Yeah, but that's like the Marlins though in 2003.
Okay, here's another one. The Marlins have only made the playoffs 3 times in franchise history.
They won the World Series twice. Yeah, 90s. They beat the Indians, right? 97. And then the Yankees in 03.
I think so. I can't remember who they beat in 97. But that was, 3 times since 94 you've been a franchise. I have a friend who's an Angels fan.
Pretty crazy.
Maybe the Angels. I know they have the one World Series win, but it's also sandwiched between 30 years back and forth of crap.
Yeah, but see, here's I don't know. I get that.
Detroit won one recently. Minnesota at least had the Kirby Puckett era.
And they had a Little Big League also.
Yeah, they did.
So the Cubs always had Rookie of the Year.
I always liked that movie.
I love those nonsensical, kids sports movies.
It also kind of hit hard because it was my grandfather passed actually the week that movie came out.
Man.
And of course and my grandma's a big baseball guy, so it had a sentimental part of my heart a little bit. Colorado had the one World Series. The Giants have success. Arizona has success. San Diego, I think, is candidate. The Dodgers get the bleep out. The Reds have been bad, but the Reds have way too much success in the history for that. Pittsburgh, I like, even though we do have the 70s, so we're going to question. St. Louis, you're out, and I hate your fan base anyway. The Cubs, you won your World Series, you're out. Milwaukee, they've never won a World Series, right? Just they've been to one.
No, they have not.
Yeah, they lost in 83 to the Orioles, I believe. No, they were American League, so who did they lose to in 80? No, they lost to, who did the Brewers lose to in the World Series? Because they were American League when
they before my time.
They were in the AL when they went. That was Trammell and let me see here. Lost World Series. It was 82. Oh, St. Louis. I don't have to look it up anymore. Since I saw 82. That was St. Louis. Who else we're forgetting here? Atlanta, no. Philadelphia, no. You've had enough. Miami, we discussed. Montreal, maybe because you had to watch them go to Washington and win a World Series.
Yeah, that was same. That's it's not as bad, but it's still kind of close to being like a Browns fan and then watching the Ravens.
The Mets are limited. They've been successful. They just can't get over the hump. The Rays, well, we just don't care about Tampa. The Yankees, screw you. Boston, screw you. Baltimore, candidate. Toronto, we won 2 World Series in less than since 1977. I can't complain.
Whoa, look at this study. I like to end shows with a study.
I think I'm drawing it down to Seattle, Pittsburgh, and
it's Pittsburgh. It's Pittsburgh. And Seattle's had a ton of success and great play. I'm trying to think of somebody in my lifetime. Barry Bonds. Okay, that's pretty big.
Pittsburgh. Barry Bonds,
they've had some stars.
Best
go through,
player of the '90s.
Yeah. Listen to this study that I found. This is interesting. Extra pounds linked to lower death risk in seniors.
Repeat one more time.
So, being overweight past 65 is actually a good thing.
So I just got to make it.
If you are underweight,
so you tell me I just have to make it to 65.
Yeah, I guess so. It's a study warns that being underweight at 65 tied to sharply higher risk of dying. The risk of dying. It's interesting when you phrase it like that because what is my risk of dying? It's 1/1. Right?
It's a percentage. It depends. I guess
it's going to happen.
It can be altered depending on.
It'll be 100%
at some point. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and when you get to you get to the life. What is life expectancy right now for males?
Oh, I don't know.
In America,
70 something maybe. You're quicker on the Google with that. You got a computer.
I do have a computer. Unlike Jacob. 79 years old is the female's. Female is 82 years, and the male is 76.5.
Females are usually older than males. There's a reason, ladies.
Now, why is there a 5-year gap?
What, between male and female?
Yeah.
Because
are we just more risky?
We're just eager for more peace of mind.
So we're trying to get out faster. Is that what you're saying?
The old joke, yeah.
Actually, it dipped a little bit a couple years ago, and now it looks like in this report from January that the U.S. life expectancy hit a new high as deaths from overdoses and COVID fall. So that's good. It dipped during COVID, and we also had a bunch of people who were overdosing, and that was a big problem.
Well, that's always going to be a problem.
Yeah, but we've raised a little bit more awareness. We've I don't know. Did you ever see that thing on Netflix about Purdue Pharma?
Like the University of Purdue?
No, the Purdue Pharma, the ones who made OxyContin.
Oh, I'm not familiar with it now.
It's a really good show, and it will piss you off. I watched, and I got so mad. Matthew Broderick, I think he's in it.
I've buried one friend from OxyContin overdose. I don't need to be reminded of.
Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, like that. I think for a lot of people who watch that, because everybody, I mean, I have people in my family and friends, and I mean, I don't know who this hasn't affected in some way, and so like watching that, I'm not if it's too much, like I don't recommend it, because it is like it will piss you off.
Real quick, I know I want to get to the because we've just got like a couple minutes left. Yeah, over time. I want to get to the game day next. Make sure everybody gets their voice heard at least. Someone says, "Can you fix the person the peg sticking?"
I saw that one.
Yeah, we've been brought to our attention. Let's see. Regular St. Louis. I went dead and company show. Texas, our 270 guy, which I guess is Bowling Green, right?
270.
That's down there in the Scottsdale.
It's the western Kentucky.
He's hanging out on Scottsville Road by the Southern Lanes. I know the area. He says I went to a dead and company, and well, then I know where he's hanging out. In 22, and we stayed in St. Charles. It was St. Charles is like, I don't know what best is. It is the upper middle class of like St. Louis. It's right outside St. Louis, and it's like a town that looks like Shelbyville Road.
Okay, yeah. I don't think I made it over there.
Yeah, you have to go. You have to drive past. It's like 10 minutes past St. Louis.
Is my hat on backwards? I just realized I did this whole thing.
Did you see WDRB and Wave are merging their online presence?
Saw that. Yeah, he made a good point there. I meant to get to that one.
We'll have to say that for tomorrow.
Yeah, save it because or send it back in tomorrow to remind us, because I have some thoughts on that. I worked at WHAS and I got some thoughts on those.
It says my Atlanta Braves won a tough one last night. Oh, the Braves. Shohei went triple. Blah, blah. Yeah, Shohei. We don't like Ohtani either. Good news for you. You don't really have to worry about the playoffs. I don't know if he's talking to me or you, by the way.
Yeah, we went to the playoffs last year, and we'll be back this year.
And by the way, we were in the World Series last year, and last I checked, Atlanta Braves fan, 1992, Dave Winfield, 10th inning. Bottom of the 10th.
Talking trash from a game that happened 34 years ago. I love
Winfield double in the corner. The Gladiator, Deborah Storm Clark. Why does she have a Storm nickname?
Yeah, he sent the
like she's a porno.
Somebody did say underweight, okay, but overweight is good for the elderly. ... I'm throwing a flag on that crackpot.
well, most elderly are pretty skinny if you haven't noticed. Where I guess did I say where's my cut? What was I referring to? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
It's an exception during pandemic. I'm not sure what is the weight loss thing he's talking about. An Ohio guy wants us to know where's this? Okay, did you hit up?
No, we did not.
I've never been to Pittsburgh.
We didn't get to. We thought we were going to be there for a little bit longer, Trevor. We didn't think we were going to go home so fast. We thought we would be there. We'd have the day off. Well, it's not really a day off, but we thought we'd have the day
every vacation with you is a disaster, apparently.
It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It really is. And
I'm sorry, curious. Is it you or the wife, though? Because all these trips are involving both of you.
Well, yeah, but it's usually stuff that more so involves me. Like my luggage gets lost. My dog dies. Like it's always. So maybe I don't know. I've had bad luck in other. I've had bad luck with other people too. So I'm pretty sure it's me. Okay. Although it doesn't happen for most. Let's say most work trips.
So this is a gender a male female type a bad thing, because you were on a trip when you had Hell's Itch.
Yeah, I forgot about that one. Yeah, I gotta start looking back at like every trip I've gone on with somebody and see if like
relationship wise.
Yeah, and see if there's something there.
I think next time you'll go on a trip, you just might as well move there.
I'm gonna be wearing bubble wrap around me the whole time. Just move.
Right,
yeah, I was trying to see if the Permanentes. I got to get back to Pittsburgh. I thought I was going to spend a little bit more time there. It was so cold when we were there for that March. All right, tomorrow trivia on Kentucky Roll Call.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for tomorrow.
Yeah, I know it's going to be fun. Corey Price, birthday this week too. We'll have to do something for him, Trevor. All right, appreciate you guys listening. We'll be back tomorrow. This has been Kentucky Roll Call on Big X Sports Radio.
I'm gonna pop out of a cake.
Bobby's getting drunk and looking